And they're going to have to protect it today with Fresno State coming into town, a big-time rivalry, the battle for the milk can. Bronco Nation has got to be as loud as they possibly can to try to bring that milk can back to Boise.
And they'll have one more voice cheering from the sidelines. It's a face you probably recognize, Mr. Dirk Koetter. How are you, sir?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. And what a great day. It's going to be an awesome day at Bronco Stadium, and I think the Broncos are going to get after Fresno today.
You think so?
I do.
I was about to say, you put together some pretty impressive offensive schemes throughout the years. What's it like to be back here, kind of just spectating? I know you have sort of an advisor role, but just kind of taking a step back on the sidelines. What's that been like for you?
Yeah, well, no, I enjoy it. They have an awesome coaching staff here, headed up by Spencer, but the assistants on both sides do a great job, and it's fun to watch them work, and it's fun to watch these guys play. I know this team hasn't played their best game yet, but I think as we get to the last third of the season here, it's going to take off.
What do you think this offense specifically, what are they doing well, and what can they continue to try to improve on? Because we saw 2 weeks ago against UNLV, Dylan Riley and Sire Gaines completely took over the football game. Obviously, Dylan Riley had 200 yards, Gaines had 2 touchdowns. And then against Nevada, they struggled to rush the football against a team that hasn't won a conference game in 2 years. I know it's a rivalry game, I know it's tough, but what do you like and what do you want to see improvements on, or how can they improve?
Yeah, I think the main thing, that's a lot of stuff there, but consistency, right? I just think they need to be a little bit more consistent, and I know they're working on it. And you have to realize, like at that Nevada game, when teams play the Broncos, their only mission is to stop the run game, and they're saying, let's see if you can beat us with the passing game. So obviously, if we can establish a run against anybody, that's going to open the play action game. And you saw what happened when that clicks against UNLV.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can get it going again today.
When you see, Maddox, he's had some great moments throughout the year. He's also been a little frustrated. We saw against Nevada. And how, as an offensive coordinator, what do you tell your quarterbacks? Say, hey, shake that off. How do you establish that quick memory? Because I feel like that's the hardest part about being quarterback, of all of the things they have to do.
Memory of a goldfish,
Yep.
tough one.
Yeah.
Tough one.
Yeah, the go-to word I always used to say is press the clear button. All right, you're working on does anybody use calculators anymore? You use that calculator, you did it wrong, press the clear button. And you got to move on to the next play. And one thing people don't realize about Mad Dog, he's playing hurt right now. I mean, he's pretty banged up on both legs, and it's made it tough for him to practice during the week. And then he's coming out here and still playing on Saturdays. I think as he continues to get healthier, and then we talked about consistency, I think Mad Dog needs to be a little bit more consistent, and guys gotta make plays around him too, and we got to protect him and make plays around him, and I think it's going to come together.
One of our keys to the game today was the offense has got to get a fast start. They got to fast early and often, win first downs, get a fast start. As an offensive coordinator, how would you look to game plan with Maddox to try to get him into a rhythm quickly versus, the rather?
Right. Well, it still goes back to, I know Coach Potter, he's got somewhere around 12 or 15 plays, openers they call them, scripted to start the game, probably 6 runs, 6 passes, something like that. And again, we already said it, if you're making yards in the run game and then maybe 2 or 3 easy completions, maybe followed up with some kind of a deep shot that they think they have a good chance to complete.
All right, I want to just leave you with this. You were the head coach here back in the late 90s. A lot has changed since that time.
A lot.
When you look around here and you see just everything that's changed, I mean, what goes through your mind to be a part of Bronco Nation in today's day and age?
Well, Bronco Nation made this all happen, and then players like we're honoring the 2000 team today, it's on their backs and then on the dollars of Bronco Nation. But this end zone project, the football building, the indoor, that gorgeous press box, none of that was here in 1999 and 2000. So the city of Boise, Bronco Nation has really stepped up, and then all the players that paved the way for these guys. If you don't win, people don't give money. And we've had, I think, 24 bowl games, I think 19 10-win seasons since 1999. People want to be a part of that.
It's a contagious culture.
You were widely considered basically the starter of all that. A lot of people say you kind of started the golden era of Boise State football. It's just been incredible to see how much this place has truly grown since the 90s, early 2000s, even in the last 5-10 years. You grew up here.
Yeah.
I mean, just to see this place evolve, it's been incredible, and they just continue to climb.
Well, I imagine that turf is a little bit more comfortable to get tackled on than when you were probably coaching.
Yeah, what? They're due for new. I just see we're getting new turf again next year. But, last year to see us average 37,000 fans. I played high school football on this field, and then we'd stay for the Boise State games on Saturday, and I think it was, they might have been getting 19 or 20,000 in those days. 37,000 a game, and after they finish this project, it'll be back to that again next year. It really is cool to see the growth, and that's why kids want to come here and play.
Yeah. I'll leave it with this.
Final thought for you. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I know you coached with Doug Martin just a little bit during your time at Tampa Bay. They're honoring him with a moment of silence before today's game. I just didn't know if you could share a few thoughts about the kind of player that he was and what he was like to be around as a coach.
Anybody you talk to about Doug always had that smile on his face, pleasure to be around, fun guy to be around, relentless runner. This guy can make yards after contact like no other. Hell of a player and an awesome young man, gone too soon for sure.
Well, Dirk, thanks so much. We've taken up so much of your time. Enjoy the game today.
Thank you.
Great to
Enjoy.
meet you.